The indicator detail page provides a comprehensive view of a specific indicator. Here you'll find values for different locations, see how those values have changed over time, and explore details for various subpopulations. You can access an indicator in several ways: by selecting it from a dashboard, clicking a link or visualization, or using the search feature. Every indicator has a consistent layout. At the top, you'll see the indicator title, and just below it is the indicator's value for the selected location and selected measurement period. In this example, I'm viewing people living below poverty level for Humboldt County, California, covering the years 2017 to 2021. You can change the location or time period at any time using the controls beneath the title. When you click, a dropdown appears with all available options, locations, periods, and sometimes additional fields like targets. If an indicator only has one location or one time period, those fields won't be clickable. If I switch to a different location, the available options may vary. For instance, count data might not be available everywhere, but it is available in this case. On the right, you'll notice a button that says Show Legend. Clicking it displays the legend on screen, and you can click anywhere to close it. These controls stay visible as you scroll, so you can adjust settings anytime. Just below these controls, you'll see the indicator's comparisons. These include icons and text that make it easy to understand how your area is performing. For example, this indicator is improving over time here, but it's still in the worst 25% of California counties. Further down, you'll find the indicator's definition and an explanation of why it matters. These sections are worth reading for context. On the left, there's a navigation sidebar. You can use it to jump to any section of the page by clicking its subtitle. You'll also see social media sharing options, which let you post this indicator directly to your preferred platform. For now, I'll scroll down to the next section, Changes Over Time. The Changes Over Time section displays a time series chart for the selected location. You can customize this chart using the controls above it. For example, you can add comparison lines, like the California state value, or include breakouts, such as gender. You'll also notice a three-line menu icon in the top right corner of the chart called the hamburger button. Clicking this opens additional options, such as displaying confidence intervals. Now, I'll jump down to the population section. Let me click here. First, notice the demographics node. It includes a link to the demographics dashboard for more detailed information. Next are the breakout charts. These show the same data as before, but with a few key differences. The most noticeable is that the overall bar now runs vertically across the charts. You can remove this bar by adjusting the include settings. Each breakout type also has its own control, allowing you to select or deselect specific breakouts. For example, if you only want to show poverty data for children under 18, you can customize the chart to display just that. First, I'll go to age and only choose groups under 18, and then also remove the other groups. And now we have a chart only showing poverty level under the age of 18. Once you've made your changes, you can export the chart as an image for use in a PowerPoint presentation or report. Now, I'll use the controls to change the location to a census tract within this county and jump to the next section, location. So let me type in tract and choose the first one on the list. The page will reload, and now I'll click location. Okay. This section offers powerful tools for exploring data. Generally, the more locations of the same type, the more features you'll see. Here you can choose to display a map, a data table, and a bar graph. You can also add comparisons, which update these visuals so you can compare additional locations. For example, I'll compare all census tracts to the county value. First, here is our map, here is our bar graph, and here is our data table. I move to the comparison section and change to the county value, and all of these updates with that information. There are also map tools. The first is data rollups. When enabled, this lets you create a custom calculation. Simply start the tool, data rollups, click the locations you want, these two census tracts, and calculate. The tool will provide a value for your custom area. Availability depends on the data for that indicator. The next tool is layers. Clicking here allows you to add a layer to the map. For example, I can add a map of grocery stores in the county. If your platform doesn't have any layers yet, you can submit one for approval by clicking Add a Custom Layer and creating a map. After submission, an admin will review and decide whether to add it to the list. Finally, there's this timeline tool. You can change the period on the map by dragging or clicking, and you can even play the timeline to see how the data changes over time. At the bottom of this section, you'll find an option to download the indicator data for this location type. And then, at the bottom of the page, you'll find additional details, including links to further resources, and then source information for the indicator. For example, this comes from the American Community Survey.